Hi everyone and welcome to this episode of Sports In. I'll be your host tonight. Stick with us as we have a great lineup for you tonight. We'll bring you PNG Games update.
Confirming that the commitment from nation.
Port Moresby men's basketball. Corporate Touch Rugby. And Super Rugby. Now without further ado, let's take a look at our first story. Now for some of you who may be wondering, where did most of the players from the PNG men's basketball team that represented PNG in the Pacific Games got selected from? Well, majority of the players were scouted from this competition. Check it out.
The competition is six franchise teams are playing. We got about, it's a 3-round competition. So today's game is the last game for round 1. So we go break. We schedule break on every round. So we're gonna have a break next week, and then we go into the second round. The competition's got 3 rounds, so it'll probably finish in October. We go into playoffs in October. That's the scheduled time of finishing. That's actually 6 teams. The defending titles are Flames. That's the KSS Flames. They won against Tamaros, who's now on the court here, Moniplas Tamaros. And they look like the toughest teams now to beat, with exception of Saints and Exodus as a good team this year. So we'll be looking forward to a good game. Yeah. All I ask for is to come and support your teams, because basketball is a pretty good game, and like the Basketball Federation of Papua New Guinea already mentioned, I think about 3 or 1 month ago, that there's going to be some teams coming up for basketball, so it's going to be a pretty good year. At this very moment, we're trying to market the game now. It's going to be a private, it's going to be a business like the NBA style of things. So we had our meeting with all the franchise on Friday, and some of the games will be, like the main games will be played on Saturdays, and 2 games on Sundays. That's just to bring the crowd in. But at the moment, we are picking up crowds when crowds normally come to watch their favorite team, so they come and they go. At the moment, we haven't had sponsorship for the last three seasons, but we're just following up on this year. This year, because of the Pacific Games, there's been good interest, and we're talking to them now about we want to have major sponsors and minor sponsors that can like sponsor officials and those other minor teams, and a major sponsor. And we're also thinking of going live on some of the TV, like NBC were putting us live broadcast last season. We're thinking of doing that again. The media has helped us a lot when, like in the papers, sometimes just briefly on MTV, people have been seeing it, and they're becoming also. Facebook has helped us a lot. We've got a Facebook account there. When you want teens, you just log in there and see the draws and points and everything. This is today is the end of round 1. So that's round 1 is finished, 5 games, round 1 pair round is 5 games. And then we go into round 2. So that'll be 3-round competition. We still got 2 more left after this game. There'll be about 15 games, yeah. Roughly about 15 games, or 15 times 30, a total of 30 games played within the 3 rounds. Yeah, so far we got expatriates coming in. We got our Filipino guys. There's some expatriate white guys are here, and they've shown interest. Some have decided to put a team in, but we said we'll put this team into place before we accept another 2 teams in the next season probably. We just want people to come and watch the games. There's another thing that we're starting, that we're going to start the junior men's team, men's program for the kids. Are going to start very shortly. So just log into our Facebook or on the media. We'll advise you to bring your kids. Those ones will become the feeder teams to just like in overseas they do. You have feeder clubs that replace the major leagues. That's what we're going to introduce. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Great stuff there. Well, round 2 of the PNBL starts on the Sunday, the 15th of this month. So make sure to get along and support your team. The gate fees are 2 kina for children under the age of 12 and 5 kina for adults. Stick with us after the break as we take a look at Touch Rugby. Welcome back to the show. Corporate Touch Port Moresby played round 2 of this season's competition at the Bissini Precinct over the weekend. Now, the Corporate Touch Port Moresby is one of the most affiliated sporting organizations in the nation's capital and the country. This year, the competition has seen a dramatic increase in the number of teams participating compared to the previous years. Let's take a look. The Corporate Touch, Port Moresby's pride, being one of the most affiliated sporting organizations in the nation's capital and the country.
For instance, we had a game in 2014, about 13 clubs registered, but now I tell you, it's a very huge number, more than 37 clubs registered. And this is first kind of this in Corporate Touch Port Moresby and even Papua New Guinea. I have seen a lot of improvement. The clubs, there's a lot of improvement in clubs, especially some of the companies. Some of them, they don't take part in touch in their life. But when we bring them in, I can see a lot of people, they can play touch, they admire it, they talk about it, and they bring in their other friends. And that, kind of a chain reaction. They pass on to another partner companies or subsidiary companies, so they bring them in. So there is a lot of improvement. And also, Corporate Touch Port Moresby is the association that produces the top level of Papua New Guinea representative players. And those players are currently playing in, we distributed them evenly to all the clubs.
The competition drew participants from the grassroots level up to employees and their spouses and dependents that make touch football a social sport participated by everyone from all sectors of life.
6 divisions. The 6th one is juniors, and this is a preparation for the future generation. We have boys and girls under 10 and also 8 years old. We call them juniors. That's one of our products that we are developing, and also we have our develop team. So we have open men and open women and open mix. There's a two segments of development team and also elites. So in a way, Corporate Touch Port Moresby kind of it's not one cut of tin. It's kind of a sustainable association. It will live on subsequent years or indefinitely.
Games are played from as early as 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekends at the Bissini grounds.
It's a family-oriented game. We see a lot of participation. A lot of people come and watch their spouses and their children play, and everybody enjoys themselves. Even when the game is running up to 6:30 in the afternoon, people are still around, waiting for their members of their families to play, and then they go home. It's a non-violent game, and it's not non-physical, so it's a game that everybody enjoys, yes.
Kirupana also said the game promotes healthy lifestyle, especially the workforce, by facilitating the touch footy sport as an initiative to engage them in physical activities.
Now it's a lifestyle disease is killing a lot of people. So we are promoting, senior mix and also masters. And this one focuses on those big people sitting in the office, sit in the office, driving out, come back, forth. They don't bother about, exercise or think about their life. But Corporate Touch Port Moresby is here to help you combat lifestyle disease. That's one of the objectives. And also, we want to provide a top touch football player in the country to represent Papua New Guinea. Now, we have been doing that, so I tell you, we will keep on doing that and produce the top touch players. And because of Corporate Touch Port Moresby, we won the World Cup and we came 3rd level, and that's from Corporate Touch.
The competition series spreads over 22 weeks period with matches already played and are halfway through the competition. Great job there by President Baro Kirupana and his team. Well, do join us on the other side as we get an update on the PNG Games preparation by Sports Minister Justin Tachanko. Thanks for joining me again. Now, West New Britain Governor Susindran Muthuvel has once again given assurance that the West New Britain provincial government is doing everything it can to fast-track the construction phase of facilities for the BSP PNG Games 2016, which will be held this November in West New Britain. Also in this segment, Minister for Sports and National Events, Justin Tachanko, reassures that the national government's pledge to Tonga for the staging of the 2019 Pacific Games in Nuku'alofa. Let's take a look.
Earlier this month, Governor Muthuvel highlighted the issue on the delay of funds from the national government as their biggest concern and threat to the staging of the PNG Games. Well, the government had initially promised 10 million kina towards the upgrading of Kimbe's infrastructure. Only a portion has been released.
Has released the first 4 million kina. And also I have received a letter from Chief Secretary confirming that the commitment from national government, minimum of that 10 million kina, will be given towards this PNG Games in 2016. So as we speak now, the work is progressing now. So, and we do have now this 4 million kina in our account. And also the provincial government have allocated 10 million kina in this year. So I believe for infrastructure, we have enough funds. We need to raise funds to do some of the operational matters, like, looking after volunteers, security and all those things.
Since the release of funds for the venues, Muthuvel says the host organising committee will now be able to move forward with other preparations. In the months leading up to the staging of the national sporting event, several fundraisers will be held to assist the HOC garner more support from corporate houses to ensure the demands for the on-ground operations are met.
We will be hosting some fundraising dinner and we will be also appealing to public. There are many companies who have come forward to also support. And I'm also thankful that the governor from Moresby also be always eager to find when we can come for fundraising and support also for 2016 PNG Games, as we stood by with him during 2014 late PNG Games. So as far as infrastructure is concerned, that we are quite confident that the work will progress and we will be able to finish the work on time.
President of the Pacific Games Council has expressed his concerns over the lack of progress in implementing Tonga's Games Master Plan during the 2019 Pacific Games Audit and Governance Authority meet in Nuku'alofa. Although changes have been made with additions for a playing field and a warm-up facility at the police training compound, Mr. Larkin has also recommended for the original plan for tennis and lawn bowls facilities at the Tonga High School to be retained. Tonga is also yet to decide on the 26 sports it will be able to cater for in 2019. The Tongan government, in the meantime, is receiving assistance from donor countries for the development of sporting facilities.
When it comes to the 2019 Pacific Games, the government is committed, as per the two Prime Ministers' agreements from Tonga and Papua New Guinea, to assist in developing their infrastructure in Tonga. And with that, we've committed to assist in rebuilding and renovating their national stadium, as well as upgrading and expanding their high-performance centre.
Papua New Guinea is assisting with the redevelopment of the main stadium for track and field events and will also support Tonga with its high-performance centre, where elite athletes will be prepared to represent Tonga in the Pacific Games and other international sporting events.
Now with that, the architects and the engineers and the officials from both countries, Tonga and Papua New Guinea, are finalising all the details now, which will be presented to me as Sports Minister, for me then to go to NEC and the Prime Minister for final vetting and approval of how much we are actually going to do and how much we will contribute to the 2019 Pacific Games. We are not going to let our Pacific brothers and sisters down. We have made a commitment and we will be there to support them in that infrastructure development that we have promised. I would say by mid-May, end of May, we will have correct figures and exactly the scope of works that we will be doing to help Tonga in its efforts to have one of the best games in their country.
Great stuff there. Now, all the best to the PNG Games organisers with the games preparation. Now, don't touch the dial. We'll be right back with more on Super Rugby. Welcome back. Now the round 10 of the Super Rugby has seen more memorable wins, with the Argentinian Jaguars thrashing fellow newcomers Southern Kings 73-27 in Tokyo, and the Queensland Reds' second victory at Suncorp Stadium 30-14 against the Cheetahs. The Reds had lost their last two matches on tour in South Africa, but were able to hold off the travel fatigue to secure the victory.
Terrific opportunity now for the Cheetahs. This should be bread and butter stuff for them, the rolling maul.
Luke de Jager caught very awkwardly up there.
He's a passenger at the moment, but they continue to roll it forward. Fenta goes in digging. Still playing advantage here for the Cheetahs. Kasim getting very close, and no, he's over! Here's the shove coming from the Reds. And it is Browning who picks it up at the back, and he scores a try after the half-time hooter. What about the timing? Curtis Browning, his first try of the 2016 season, and aren't they happy, the Queensland Reds?
What's Cornelius' body weight?
McIntyre, Hunt to Karevi. Now he gives it to Nambuli. Inside is Karevi. Peterson holds on, backing up brilliantly is Nick Frisbee. And the Reds come up with a screamer. The scrum has been good again tonight. McIntyre, Karevi, a through one. They're lining up out wide. Nambuli, 10 metres out. Now it's Simmons taking it into contact. Frisbee picking up the captain's slipper. Frisbee diving, and Frisbee has got a double. Toy throwing in. Go to the back to Ohoje.
Reds have got their defence nicely settled there.
But now the Cheetahs edge forward. Eventually goes to the ground. Mayer, poor pass. Lomakis has to clean up. It's taken by the 22 who's out there, Duncan. Oyawa. And now over on the far side, it is a try to Raymond Rule. So they're back in it. That was Joe. Played out the full 80 minutes. He signed for Taranaki in the upcoming National Provincial Championship in New Zealand. It's the number 4 for the Reds. And Frisbee kicks it into touch. And they've finished this one off, the Reds. 10-all at the break. And they have won it by 30 points to 17.
They take on the Jaguars. Great start. Will they go all the way? Sanatori. They'll dab over the top from Hernandez. The bounce. The gather. Quality start from the Jaguars. Calling for reinforcements to the right-hand side with a change of angle. And he's direct and he's quick. Santiago Condero. Lendajo. Sanchez straightens. Nicolas Sanchez inside ball. Sanatori will dot down for the Jaguars' third try. Numbers Sanchez will dot down. Try number 4. To get the basic try, and he's done so. Advantage for the Kings. They're over the try line. Do they dot it down?
Definitely the try.
There's the try. Line out is good. Well clean from Elamano. Coach trying to draw him out. Plenty of communication. Great body possession as they march on. The reach is good. Augustine Crevi. Try number 5 for the Jaguars this evening. Crevi goes to the tail. Couldn't hang on. Pluta. Hernandez. Lendajo. Soft hands. Nicolas Sanchez back on his feet. Montero. He's big. He's strong. He finishes. Great take by his opposite number for Philly. There's the intercept. Stefan Watermeyer will get in for the Kings' second try. Lendajo. Herrera, tighted drop, will put his head down. He got the pass, and the try scorer, Elamano. Dando Kebe, but the finisher will be Boli. Lendajo. And the show and go, but reach from Boffelli. Senatori picks up Lendajo. Boffelli calls for it. Boffelli gets the try scorer back in field to Lendajo. He'll go all the way. Martin Lendajo. Senatori in control. Picks up and goes the 8th man. The reach is a good one. So close now, the Kings. Justin Ackerman adding his weight. Stephen Sykes will go over.
That's what we expected from the Jaguars, with all their international experience. Number 4 in the world, Argentina in the World Cup loss.
The belly again to Liliafano. Tamua gets it wide. Here's Pocock. And there's not a lot of room or that's
high. Okay. So you watch it hit the shoulder here. This is a great angle from it. Shoulder, and then forearm goes up. So the initial contact shoulder, forearm goes up to the throat.
He's cocked them high. Ooh. No. Okay, use it now.
Smith trying to get his scrum to move forward, but the Brumbies are holding tight. Now a short pass goes to Wilson, and he makes good ground, Wilson. Only 3 metres away as Aaron Smith reaches in. Squire. Aaron Smith again clears it away, and straight through Sopawanga. Lima Sopawanga gets the first try of the game. Clean break on. Now he hands it off to Ben Smith, and Ben Smith's in. So Man Ray, just about overthrew it. Carter. Now they're taking this to the back. Man Ray's joining the party.
They're well set.
They're well organised here as they rumble towards the line, and they score. The Brumbies score the try. And it is the hooker, Josh Man Ray. And the siren will sound any moment. Tarnagat, there it goes. So they'll get this out as quickly as they can. Fires it back, and Sopawanga pushes it into the crowd. And the match is over in Invercargill.
Great stuff there. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's episode of Sports Scene. If you have any queries or suggestions regarding tonight's program, please give us a call on this number showing at the bottom of your screen, or stop by at Garden City's 2nd floor and ask for assistance from the sports team. We'll be more than happy to help you. Or simply visit our website at MTV Online or Facebook page. Until then, you all keep it safe. Good night.